it's a bit of a dull afternoon. We're on our way to the doctor's, and I don't think I've done you a trip up here, a road trip vlog. I thought I would, because we do pass a chateau along this road, and I shall get Mark to slow down. Oh, blimey. I haven't got my phone holder, so this is a bit difficult holding this still. So we've just come from art. It was very busy and noisy, so it was good though, wasn't it? We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Didn't know what the hell was going on, but whatever. And the good news is, we know that there's good news that Claire's not retiring as she had planned, so we're really pleased about that. And then she explained why, and we have no idea what she said, so I'll have to get her to explain that somehow in writing. I think I'll have to send her a message, but that's good. So that's not going to end when we thought it was going to end. So the hot water's very hot, and at the moment it's on permanently because the timer's not working, so it's very hot all the time, which is quite interesting. When I go to wash up, go to wash up in the evening, normally by then the water's begun to cool down a bit, so it's quite nice having really hot water to wash up in. I've decided to look for another electrician, because we're chasing an electrician who's not responding, and that's a bit pointless really. So I've ordered the part that we need for the
landing lighting,
the corridor lights upstairs. It was €26 from Amazon, and our neighbour will come and put it in, so it's fine. Yes, the thing's under guarantee, but I can't chase the electrician any longer for that. And the most important thing to us really is that we bought a heated towel rail, and it would be quite nice to have that plumbed in and ready to go, so that can be programmed to come on at, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning or something, because there's no heat in the bathroom and that end of the house is really cold. So yeah, I'm going to talk to the people that came and fitted the water heater, the water cylinder for us, because I'm going to ask them to recommend an electrician, because they were really good, weren't they? 90 minutes. They sent their bill yesterday by email, and I immediately paid it. I think I probably beat their time and paid them quicker than they came and fitted it. But I was pleased. It was like they did, yeah. Thank you.
We were no sooner in the shop asking for an emergency repair or replacement for the water heater, and we had to race them back. They were going to get back to our place before we got there if we weren't careful.
You can tell he doesn't watch my vlogs, can't you? Because we've already discussed this.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
But you don't care, do you?
No.
Of course you don't.
Just wanted to repeat it.
Yeah.
My wonderment and how fast they were.
It was good. I've booked a table. We're going to take our neighbour out because he's been so helpful. Booked a table for before Christmas with him, and I paid for a bon cadeau for the nurses, for them to have or partially pay for a meal for the team at our local restaurant. So that's all done. You see the road signs, slow down, Mark. Road signs upside down. There's still loads of road signs that are upside down. I think it's a really good, really nice, peaceful protest.
The trouble is, it's so peaceful and charming that it
probably isn't having any impact.
Nobody to take any notice.
Yeah, it's a shame.
A protest needs to cause inconvenience to have an effect to an extent. So.
But it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's a really nice way to protest.
Well, it is, because I'm not a young farmer.
True.
I'm an old fart.
So this is Le Bezier, and when we first came here, this building on the left in front of the church here was called the Why Not, and it was like a pub. It's changed 2 or 3 times since then, and we've not been in there for a long time. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a normal, French restaurant, cafe restaurant.
It was badly run, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The manager didn't do anything.
No.
The owner.
Well, when his wife left him, it sort of started to go downhill
Yeah.
because she'd been the one that had been carrying it, I think.
Yeah. So he got fed up with it.
Yeah. Went out for an X-ray this morning in Chauvigny for my dental X-ray, and got there, and they hadn't got any communications. All of their communications had gone down, and all of their stuff had gone down. So I didn't get my X-ray. So I've got to ring up and make an appointment tomorrow, which is irritating. I met Mrs. Angry Pharmacist as well this morning. I don't know what was wrong with her. I was picking up a prescription, and she questioned me about it because it had got out of sync. So she dished out my 12 boxes of the equivalent of cocodamol, and a box of artificial tears that they owed me, and 2 boxes of ibuprofen. I just left them sitting on the counter, and they normally offer you a bag, and she didn't. I thought, well, I can't carry all that, so I asked her for a bag, but she didn't want to give me a bag. She gave me one, but it was like, reluctantly. So I don't know who'd upset her, whether it was me because I was having too many painkillers. It just gets me. It's like, my doctor's prescribed it. You don't know what pain I'm in, and chronic pain just gets you. And sometimes you need stuff.
Mind you, we have thought in the past from experience that it's a cultural thing in France that if you're feeling grouchy, you don't really hide it.
Yeah.
Just are grouchy.
Okay, so we're coming up to a chateau that you may not see in a minute. I saw it just now. It's up on the bluff on the left. There's 2. So there's one that's just coming into view, which isn't showing up really well on here, but there's another one opposite Mark in a minute, which you could slow down for. Don't know whether you can you see that? Yeah, I mean, this one only really shows up at this time of the year or in winter, when all the trees die back, but it's not obvious, and I forget they're here. And then there's one going to be on the other side of the road in a minute. So the thing about chateaus, they disappear into the landscape deliberately. I mean, that's how they're positioned in a place where they're not very public.
Well, they were keeping away from the peasants, I think.
Well, yeah.
Overlooking the peasants in their fields quite often. But
right, where's the next one? It's over here. It's going to be on the other side of the road, so I'm going to start filming there. There it is. So if you slow down, you've got nobody behind you, have you? I think that might be the chateau that is at Saint-Pierre. That might be Saint-Pierre de Maillet. Walk all the way down the road there. I think that is the back of it, because we're nearly at Saint-Pierre de Maillet now, aren't we? So I think that is the chateau at Saint-Pierre de Maillet. I don't know what it's called. So we're coming up to Saint-Pierre de Maillet, which is where we first came to live. We lived here for 3 months. Lived in Saint-Pierre de Maillet for 3 months. It was a very lovely village. There was something for sale, wasn't there, across the other side of the river?
Yes.
But it didn't have the garden that we wanted then, it didn't have the grounds with it. We never looked at anything there though. I mean, it's quite a popular village. I think there are quite a few English there. Yeah. So my doctor's appointment's at 4:45 and it's only 4:20, and I don't think the doctor's going to be there anyway. I think we've had an appointment at 4:45 before and he gets there late, so but it would have been pointless going home from art. So yes, San Pierre de Maillet.
That side's the right way up.
That's the right way up, isn't it? Yeah. This house on the right with the pale grey shutters was for sale.
Yes.
It was 2 buildings, wasn't it? It was that, or was it?
And it's right between 2 water courses for overflow or something.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of an odd thing.
Trying to show you the houses, the buildings that are built into the cliff face, into the rock. I'm not sure if they'll show up as we go up here slowly. Up here slowly. They're up there, they are. Yeah, okay. Okay, you can carry on now, Mr. Chauffeur. So I hope it's not been too wobbly. It's felt really wobbly to me without having the my phone in the holder. Oh, Mr. Schumacher's off now.